glare the winter spans. You can feel the body heat rising up of Harry Street in the summer. Here comes the summer. Here comes the summer. Everybody in every town, they'll feel what's going down. I don't know, but I think I'm right, that everybody looks out of sight in the summer. Here comes the summer. Here comes the summer. You can bet from here to Carolina, even got the vibe in China. Here comes the summer. Here comes the summer. Here comes the summer. Once again. All the people in all the world, every boy and every girl, don't you know it's gonna be alright? 'Cause every night is party night in the summer. Here comes the summer. Here comes the summer. You can bet from here to Carolina, even got that vibe in China. Here comes the summer. Here comes the summer. Here comes the summer. Once again. Here comes the summer. Here comes the summer once again. Here comes the summer. Summer, 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 summer. Here comes the summer. Summer once again. Here comes the summer. Here comes the summer.
Here comes the summer. Here comes Giada Valenti. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Giada Valenti here in Las Vegas, 2 p.m. Giada Live. 74 days together. Can you believe it? 74 days together. You and me, friends and family. We've been together on this Giada Live. So hello everyone. Every day, we've been here every day on the Giada Live. It's 2 p.m. here in Las Vegas, sunny weather, very hot. Actually, temperature is 101, but it's very breezy. There is a nice cool breeze. I mean, if you want to call it cool, it cools off a little bit when you walk. I mean, it dries your hair like a hair dryer. 5 p.m. for you guys watching from the East Coast. Hello, many of you from New York and Chicago. And so 4 o'clock, I think, in Chicago for you guys, right? Ore 23 per voi che ci guardate dall'Italia ogni giorno, ora di andare a nanna. It's almost time to go and sleep for you guys. And 22 for you guys watching from Ireland and England. Antonio is always there with me, of course, and Richard in Liverpool, and many other of you. And buongiorno to all of you, good morning to all of you watching from Australia. I know it's early in the morning, and it means the world for me that you're waking up that early to stay and be here with us. Today is going to be the last day that we are gonna broadcast in all the things, including Facebook. If you were with me last Thursday when I interviewed David Miller of Elivo, my superstar friend, we had some serious issue with Facebook, that basically Facebook didn't like the music and the singing we were doing, because Facebook doesn't pay the rights of the music publisher, so they blocked the video while we were doing it. Many of you were left out of it. They blocked actually the video in 258 countries. I even didn't know we were broadcasting in all those countries, so 285, and that was the number that popped out in my video. So no problem whatsoever. We said Facebook was bullying us, and we decided to move the Giada Live starting tomorrow on YouTube. So I'm asking everybody that is watching now on Facebook to, if you guys want to keep seeing the Giada Live, because I will continue to do, and I love to sing and have music for you. If you do it only on Facebook, we cannot have music. Like today, you can have like the countdown, which is my own music, and still that one is a problem because Facebook doesn't like, I get also reported for my own music. So if you want to hear also the music and you want to keep stay in touch and be still part of my circle of love, please move to YouTube. Starting tomorrow, we will air at the same time, 2 p.m. Las Vegas time on YouTube, and the account on YouTube is youtube.com/Giada Valenti. JJ will put it on the screen, and please make sure that all the friends that you see every day here on the feed on Facebook will know about the change of platform we will be streaming from. But we will continue to do this one. I want to go home at least for 100 days, every day together. And I know you guys are trooper. You're going to be there with me. And so it means that for 74 days, I have not had one day off. One single one. Every morning I woke up, I prepare to appear for you. I finish all my makeup 3 times because every time I need to put some colors and some makeup, but it's awesome, right? So you kept me alive, you kept me busy, and I know I brought a lot of joy to you too. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you all. You know that every day we try to do some sign language. So I am a singer, born and raised in Venice, Italy. So singer, born and raised in Venice, Italy. So the sign for the booth of Italy, and Venice is the city with the gondolas, the cities of water. And you see water on the back of me. I see some of you are wondering. On the back of me, there is actually Las Vegas, Lake Las Vegas, we will be talking about. I'm here broadcasting from Las Vegas, and that Lake Las Vegas is only 20 minutes from where I am. And we are in the middle of the desert, but we have water and lakes, so we will be talking about that. But of course, I was born and raised in Venice, and I've talked about Venice so many times to you, and you guys have been traveling to Venice with me until everything is going to be open again, and we are going to be traveling to Italy. Remember, once a year, actually every October, I take a group of fans and friends from all over the world, and we go to Italy, and we go the north, the south. Every time we do this tour together with the Perillo tours. We're going to skip this year because October is closed, and we don't know if we're going to have a vaccine from them. And, and we all been laid off from our jobs. So the situation for the money, it's a little bit low for all of us. So we decided to skip this year. But next year, if you want to come to Italy with me, all of you, my circle of love, we can do it. And you can always go on my website, by the way, giadavalenti.com. There is somewhere on the top was something called travel. And you can read what was the trip of this year that is happening next year in October. And if you want, you can already book it. I don't know, are they already accepting booking, JJ, at Perillo Tour?
You can get information.
You can get information, so you cannot book yet, but you can get information. So I see a lot of you. Roger is there, and I can see who is on YouTube and who is on Facebook. And I don't know what the pink thing is, JJ. What is that? Twitch Periscope? The logo of the pink logo? That's Twitch. So we are having today also some people watching from Twitch. By the way, we will skip Facebook, but Twitch and Periscope and Instagram and LinkedIn and Twitter will stay on board, because as far as of now, we didn't have any issue with music, broadcasting music. So we will skip Facebook, and all the other will still be there. So hello guys from Twitch. I see Twitch. I see Janet is appearing also today from YouTube. And Janet, is a special day, but wait a second. Let's start from the beginning. Every day we open the show with the events and the birthday in history, thanks to our dear friend Doug Hartline, which is in Sacramento, California, and every day sends me all the events and the thing in history. So today is May 31st, last day of May. Tomorrow is gonna be June. That's why I play today for you as the countdown music. Here comes the summer, one of my songs. Oh, here comes the summer. The summer is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Even coronavirus and COVID-19 cannot stop the summer. So summer is coming. May 31st in history. In 1837, the iconic Waldorf Astoria opens in New York City. It was at first called the Astor House and was the first luxury hotel in New York City and was located on Broadway and Vasey Street on what is now Tribeca. So it was on a completely different location. And it became the best known hotel in America. Of course, it was demolished in 1913 and because they had to build the subway in place of the train. But and then they moved, of course, where now we have the current Waldorf Astoria. And thank God, in 1965, Major Robert Wagner of New York City signed a new legislation creating the New York City Landmarks Preservation Commission of New York, which after the destructions of the Pennsylvania station, so they destroyed the Waldorf Astoria, which apparently was magnificent, and then they destroyed also Pennsylvania stations, and because of that they started the legislation, and thanks to that now the most beautiful buildings and neighborhoods in New York City will be preserved because they are landmarks. So I wanna, that's amazing, because there is a documentary about, if you have never seen it, I think it's on PBS, about the Pennsylvania station, those beautiful stations that they destroyed. And in 1879, Madison Square Garden opens in New York, another landmark, and it's named after our fourth president, James Madison. It had originally been a railroad terminal until the Greatest Showman's P.T. Barnum bought it. 5 years later, the Vanderbilts, who owned the lease to the site, renamed it, and it held bicycle races until the 20th century. Well, now they do amazing concerts. Not now everything is on hold, and sports games. So it's a beautiful, I mean, it's kind of hot from the outside, but it's beautiful inside, the Madison Square Garden. And in 1894, Dr. John Harvey Kellogg's patents the flaked cereal. The cereal. But did you know that cornflakes was over 120 years old and was really meant to be a healthy food for those who weren't getting enough nutrition at the time? That's what Doug has found out. Well, we know right now that they're not that healthy anymore because there is not many good things inside. But Doug always tried to find connection between food or whatever events we find in history and music, since I am a singer. And he found one yet, which is very interesting. He said that because of the cornflakes, we have the frosted flakes. Because of the frosted flakes, that there still exists, they wanted to have a mascot. So Tony the Tiger. And Tony the Tiger apparently used to say, they are great. There is Tony the Tiger. Well, Tony the Tiger's voice was done by Thurl Ravenscroft for more than 50 years. And he was also a backup singer for Bing Crosby, Joe Stafford, Rosemary Clooney. He was also the best singer, the guy with the low voice, on Bobby's V's Devils or Angels, and Andy Williams, The 12 Days of Christmas, go figure. And he was the voice of many Disney's cartoons, and even one with Judy Garland. And he was the singing voice of Stu Pot, There's Nothing Like a Dame, in the movie South Pacific. He was also the singer for You Are a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Talking about unbelievable. And furthermore, he has the voice. Is the voice that can be heard to this day to Disneyland, like in many attractions, like the Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, the Tiki Room, the Railroad. Oh, and he served. This is funny. It's not funny. It's intense. He also served as a plane navigator in World War II and flew Winston Churchill and Bob Hope to some of his performances for the troops. So he was also a pilot. So there is always a connection, even between the Kellogg's and the music. And today in history, 1907. Thank you, Doug, for finding all this information. And in 1907, the first taxi cab began running in New York City. Lived there for 11 years. But look at them. They were completely different. And they came from France. And they were red and green, apparently. They were very expensive. I think they still are. And because at the time, they were 50 cents a mile, which apparently was a lot of money for the time. Now, the famous yellow cabs didn't come around until the 1920 and were produced by Kalamazoo, Michigan, the town known in the Glenn Miller song, I've Got a Gal in Kalamazoo. There is always a music connection. Thank you, Doug, for finding all this information. And today, in 1969, the very talented Stevie Wonder releases the song Mon chéri amour. I love that song, which has now become a soul classic. So thank you, Stevie Wonder, Birthday of the day. Before we go to the personal one, we start with the one in history. 1810, Walt Whitman, famous American poet for Leaves of Grass and Volunteers Nurse for the Civil War, was born in West Hills, New York. That work is famous for such quote as "do anything but let it produce joy," which I think is a good quote still now in 2020 COVID-19. So do anything but let it produce joy. Thank you, Doug. 1930, actor Clint Eastwood, one of my favorites, was born in San Francisco, California, and turns today 19 years young. We all love his low voice, right? Look at him, very handsome when he was in his 20, I guess, over there. Still handsome at 90. And today, in 1965, actress and model Brooke Shields was born in New York City, New York, and turns today 55 years old. Look how beautiful she is, still to these days. And in 1987, actor Colin Farrell was born today in Dublin, Ireland, and turns 44. I know we always have Antonio, our pastry chef, who also sing in Dublin, Ireland. So today, wish happy birthday to Colin Farrell if you see him around on the street. Look how handsome it is. Very handsome Irish guy. So these were the birthday for today. But actually, you know, we've been together for 74 days. And she's been with us in our circle of love since day one. I call her my Italian signorina because she loves my son, Italian signorina, and today is her birthday. So let's all wish happy birthday to Janet Sessa, who turns today 21 years young. I think so. There she is. Actually, that's Janet. She sent me that. Look how cute she is and beautiful. She sent me that picture yesterday because yesterday, remember, we were in the kitchen and she made the pasta, the carbonara with asparagus that I made yesterday. And she lives alone. She's quarantining by herself. So last time she sent me a picture where I could see only the food. And I said, Janet, would you mind take a picture, a selfie of yourself so we can see how beautiful you are? And look at her. She sent that picture. So happy birthday to you, our Italian signorina Janet Sessa, turning today 21 years old. You can drink some alcohol today. So I know you love my song Italian Signorina. I own you one because we cannot sing. We're going on YouTube, but hopefully next week we can start to sing. But just for you, I'm easygoing, lying back enjoying my life. I'm like a lightning striking in a summer storm. I'm easygoing, I'm a hurricane. You are a hurricane, Janet. You are beautiful, lovely, and you are part of our circle of love. So happy birthday to you. And let's take some personal things of you guys because I see all of you appearing. I see Marilyn Fuentes there. Yesterday, actually, we celebrated the birthday of Mel Blanc, the guy with 1,000 voices that did all these voices for the Walt Disney's cartoons. And Marilyn, yesterday, she wrote something, and I thought this wish mentioning. She said that her godmother was Mel Blanc's secretary, and she said that the godmother was always saying that he was very kind and sweet. How nice is that? So I remember a couple of weeks ago we were talking about the Wizard of Oz. Remember, I was talking, and some of you guys told me that she was the granddaughter of the Tin Man. So you never know really who is watching. So guys, let me know if every time I say something, please let me know. And I always collect this information and I like to share with the rest of you guys. And I see many of you appearing for YouTube. Thank you for listening to me. I know that there is a little bit more difficult to communicate with each other over there, but Jay just said that there is a column on the side and you can leave your comments there and I will write back to each and every one of you afterwards. So please, if you are not, go on my YouTube, youtube.com/Giada Valenti. If you have not done it, subscribe to the page and create an account if you want to be able to write also a comment. To open an account on YouTube is free. It's easy. You just need to put your name and an email address and you have your own account. You don't have to post anything. But then every day you get like a message that says Giada Valenti is going to be live in wherever minutes, so you can see the countdown and we can do exactly the same things that we have been doing on FaceTime and all the other social pages for 74 days. So please, and tell all your friends, and if you see somebody missing today, these live things, live video today, make sure that you send a private message to all your friends. Actually, I think each and every one of you can do me a favor. Each one of you should tell to other 10 friends of them to join us on YouTube, so we can create a bigger circle of love and continue to doing these amazing things together. Talking about circle of love, this morning, Diane Fiorentino, she lives in Las Vegas, and she's my teacher for the sign language, for I love you and all the happy birthday that we do every time, and all the things, chefs, and cooking. She sent me a beautiful video of her last night watching the mountain, and so I made some research, and because I thought that the video was beautiful. So here in Las Vegas, to show you how beautiful is the community in Las Vegas. When Las Vegas closed down last March, still's closed, it's gonna open, it's open a little bit, and it, our phase 1, so little by little they're trying to open and see how the spread of the COVID-19 will go. So to lift our spirits today, on April 17, a local attorney, David Koch, and together with his 18-year-old son, Mason, they hiked on the top of the mountain that we have here, the Black Mountain is quite high, and they placed some lights that are still there because nobody dares to take them down. They are beautiful. JJ will show you the picture of the hearts. The hearts are, the white lights are the shape of the state of Nevada, and the middle one is a heart. And it was a symbol that for all the Vegas people to say, Vegas strong. No matter what happens, we are in this together, and we will overwin. And Diane sent me a video that last night she was in our garden, and she had the view of that mountain, and the lights are blinking, they go on and off, and she said that she wished I was in the middle of that heart singing for everybody. Well, that's a beautiful image, Diane, that you had the last night for me, and it would be surely lovely for me to be in the middle of the heart. And how Las Vegas and everybody in Nevada has been like home for me, so thank you for thinking of me last night. Talking of which, yesterday I was in the kitchen cooking, and I made this delicious carbonara with bacon and pancetta, actually, and asparagus. And Diane and Sal made it, and they sent me a beautiful picture of Sal actually making it. Maybe Diane was eating it. Here they are, Diane Fiorentino. This is Sal, actually. And you told me the pasta was quite delicious. JJ is looking for the picture of Sal with the delicious plate of pasta. And there he is. That's Sal with the pasta. I think, Sal, you did a great job. Is that Diane cooking of you, or you are only eating? New York City, I see on your apron. That looks delicious, I must say. Was it delicious? So last night, you guys were eating the pasta and watching the beautiful sign that I show you. Thank you. You guys are amazing. You really are my circle of love. And who else sent me picture yesterday? Oh, our dog also sent a picture. He actually made a recipe I made a couple of weeks ago. He made, you remember the pasta al forno that I made with the white sauce? That is one of delicious. If you haven't seen that recipe, and you can go back on youtube.com or on jana.life, and you go back on the Saturday episode when I made it. And Doug made it yesterday together with his grandson. Together with his grandson, what is his name? Silas. He's 2 years old. Look at that. And he said that Silas didn't have enough of the pasta, so later he disappeared from the table, and they found it on a pantry, and he was eating by himself dessert, jelly beans. So I think, Doug, next time you have to cook something like that, the pasta, and maybe one of the dessert, the chocolate salami, or maybe the cream I made with French fruit, because for Silas the pasta wasn't enough. He needed some dessert too. But that's a cute little picture. And thank you guys for sharing all this picture for me. So Janet, happy birthday to you also, and thank you for cooking my recipe. So guys, let's wish Janet happy birthday again, you all there. I know you all know her. She's been with us since day one, 74 days, and now she moved already from Facebook to YouTube. And by the way, Janet said it wasn't easy for her to move from Facebook to YouTube, but she did it. She spent an afternoon because she said she needed to create a Google account. She didn't know, but she's an Italian signorina. She didn't let go, and she was able to do it, and now she's on YouTube, so she will continue to stay with us. By the way, if you're watching, I see some people watching in for the first time. I am Giada Valenti here in Las Vegas, Nevada, even though I was born and raised in Venice, Italy, and I do love any place that has water. That's why I put on the back today, because that's another thing. Normally on Sunday, I was taking you to a theater and we were doing the Giada from home concert. Due to the troubles that we had with Facebook and the music, we were not able to play music or do that today because they report and they block the video. Which will remind me also, some of you in Las Vegas, or some of you a couple of weeks ago, I had also my guest Frankie Scinta, the amazing Frankie Scinta. Frankie, I saw that you had some troubles yesterday. Frankie also was not able to do his concert yesterday. He always does a concert Saturday at 8 p.m. and Frankie wasn't able to do the concert, not because troubles with Facebook, but troubles with our internet connection. So with Cox Cable, so he was posting all over, like me posting that I was tired of Facebook bullying me. He was tired of Cox bullying him with the Wi-Fi connection. So we are all so stressed here because we want to stay connected with you, and some things became a little bit difficult. So for me it was Facebook, for you Frankie was Cox Cable. Nevertheless, Frankie said he will be back next week. So like me, I will be back tomorrow on YouTube, and we are not gonna let Facebook stopping us. And so Frankie Scinta will be back next Saturday, hopefully at 8 p.m. It goes on, JJ, or 7 p.m. I think 6 p.m. 6 p.m. I will check it out. I think 6 p.m. every Saturday. Frankie Scinta, was my guest. We all love him here in Vegas and in America, and you guys loved him too. He's an amazing gentleman. So Frankie will be back too. On the back, I see some of you said, is that Il Ponte Vecchio di Firenze? Is that the old bridge of Florence? No, it's not the old bridge of Florence. Actually, that's Lake Las Vegas. It's only 20 minutes from the Strip, which is surprising me that many people come from all over the world. They come to Vegas. I know you guys come here for the show. You come here to gamble, to walk on the Strip, which is it's fantastic. But only 20 minutes from the Strip, there is that place. That place is one of my favorite places. You see, that's a fun Sunday post I made a while ago. I filmed actually a video clip of the song Just the Two of Us. For the one of you that are joining me on my Patreon, you have seen the video. It really looks like you are in Italy, but actually we are in Lake Las Vegas. There is a lake, there are golf place, and there are two resorts, hotel, the Hilton, which is magnificent because it really has a view on the lake, a beautiful garden. That's a view from there I am on the replica of the old bridge, and that's the view that you have. You know that the old bridge in Firenze, in Florence, it hosts stores and houses. The one here in Lake Las Vegas hosts offices, houses, and even a chapel where people can get married, because as you can imagine, it's a very beautiful place to get married. There is, you see, a little village on the back there with the colored houses. That's a little village where you can find restaurants, and there is also a cute little place where you can have the most delicious gelato and crepes. Every time that's the village. You can walk around. They create, like you see, a little church who still has also a little bell that ring here and there. And you can live actually in Lake Las Vegas. One of my dreams, and that's the beautiful place I told you. It's a cute little place. You can pick up your gelato, and they have some delicious crepes with Nutella. That's a place I went there with Natalie when she was here visiting from Toulouse. I take all my friends when they come and visit from Europe or wherever part of the world. I always take them there. That's me and Natalie, my friends Natalie. This is one of the little square in the center of Lake Las Vegas. It's like a little Italian village, actually. That's what they wanted to recreate. It's never overcrowded because not many people knows about it. So the tourists are coming for Vegas. They don't go to Lake Las Vegas, which is good. And you only find around people, it's always COVID-19 zone over there, because you see, that's me in one of the little square. There is nobody around, and only in the restaurant, because some restaurants are delicious, so the locals go there to have some good food, some Mexican, some Italian food, the ice cream place, I said, and you can walk around. It's not very big, but then you can also walk in the village, or you can get out of there, and you can walk in the mountains. There is a nice path, and you can see, if it's in the summer at the lake, they do do a lot of attractions with water. Probably not this year because of COVID-19, but normally there are all kind of activities in the waters. And of course, there are many people living there. Celine Dion lives there. JJ will show you pictures. If you live in Lake Las Vegas, you would see that. That's my dream view. That's a view of a house. Can you imagine to live in that place and that's your living room and that's your garden? That's probably, if I hit it big one of these days when COVID-19 is over and I became a mega millionaire artist like Celine Dion, probably I would buy that house. I have to look where that house is because that's a spectacular view. Can you imagine? Guys, you're all welcome to come and visit because the house would be so big. We can probably do a concert in the garden. Talking of which, actually on the lake of Lake Las Vegas, they have a little platform where a lot of time in the summer they do concerts. So basically the people is sitting in the village, they put all chairs outside. I think they can still do it this year because it's going to be outside, so I hope they will do it. And the musicians are on this platform on the water facing the village, and they do a lot of outdoor concerts. It's a beautiful view. And I think maybe 7, 8, 10 years ago, maybe Andrea Bocelli did a concert there. I did actually a PBS special from Las Vegas. So if you are not familiar, you go and you Google Andrea Bocelli from Lake Las Vegas and you can see. Actually, it was when they opened Lake Las Vegas. They did this amazing big concert. Then, of course, it was before 2008 because then in 2008 we have the big crisis in the United States. And unfortunately, Lake Las Vegas suffered of that. A lot of people sold their house and a lot of restaurateurs had to close, and now they're trying to revive the whole neighborhood. And one of my dreams actually is maybe to do a concert there. You guys have to come from all over the Europe and we do a concert over there. Actually, it's a beautiful outdoor location, so you never say never, and then we can stop and go for ice cream in that place. That's one of the things that stick in my mind. Every time I go there, I have to go for an ice cream in that place. And Natalie knows very well because we have been walking for an hour, and for the whole hour I would say, when are we going for the ice cream? And in the end, of course, we went for that ice cream. Then JJ, you have to show the ice cream again. Actually, since we can move a little bit, maybe one of these days I should go there. I see that's the place, and you can see it was right now it's summer, so that was, I think it was last year that we did that picture. We went there, so I haven't been there in almost a year. Time to go back. So I'll see if since now we can drive around, if one of these days I can take the car, if there is enough Wi-Fi, maybe I take you one day in Lake Las Vegas and I can show you around. And I can go on the platform and sing a song from you from the platform. And of course that's gonna happen, but you're gonna see it on YouTube. So I keep reminding everybody because I don't want to lose none of you. So make sure that everybody's moving from Facebook to YouTube. Of course, stay on my Facebook too and keep it, because I will appear in also there with other content or anything but music. But this live, Giada Life, will be here on YouTube. So subscribe to my YouTube, create an account if you don't have one, so you're gonna be able to write. I see Janet is writing there and Marilyn is writing there. Guys, are you able to communicate one to another? I see a lot of you appearing on YouTube. Are you able to write comments to one another? I see also La Storia Nostra is appearing there. La Storia Nostra, guys, un bacione da Roma, ci guarda da Roma. La Storia Nostra, come ti chiami? La Storia Nostra is like our story. It's a person who has a YouTube account who's been so kind ever since I was a member of YouTube. Every time he writes these beautiful comments, how I do deserve more viewers and much more success. So, sei sempre molto gentile. Sei Andrea, grazie Andrea della Storia Nostra. Andrea, stavo dicendo che sei stato sempre così gentile dal primo giorno che mi hai scoperto su YouTube, quindi ti ringrazio tantissimo. People is so kind, sometimes you hear people talking about bad people, especially now in America. We have a lot of problem and things going on, which is very sad. But on the other hand, I'm like, there's more good people and good things happening every day. So please keep sharing all this video and all these things I post, because I try to share the good news. I try to share the happiness. I try to share love. And you guys are actually the wind behind my wings, because really you guys are moving all the things. So bring all these things I'm trying to do every day to all your friends and family. Keep sharing my video, keep sharing all the news that we are going to continue to do the Giada Live on YouTube, and bring all your community there. You know what would be nice? If each and every one of you can bring 10 people to YouTube in the next couple of days. That would be nice. So we can have, let's say we have 1,006 members. Let's say if next week we have 2,000, would be great. Because actually on Facebook, that's the say things that we have to move away from Facebook. On Facebook, I have already a community of more than 50,000 of you among all my 3 pages. So I am trying to communicate to everybody to bring them all on YouTube, and on YouTube I only have a little bit more than 1,000 people, so you guys need to help me to move everybody there. Talking of which, you know, gratitude is one of the greatest things to possess. I want to thank a few people. First of all, I want to thank Ronnie Manicotti, as you know him. Of course, for me is Ronnie. Ronnie, I keep saying, is from Cincinnati because I met him in Cincinnati in the house of Rebecca when I did several concerts there. Ronnie was always there. Ronnie's been he's been a dear friend ever since I met him. He feed me, it's manicotti. He's also a good chef. And he's been sending me almost every week something. He's been sending me coffee because he knows I love coffee, and he sent me coffee from this wonderful place that apparently he knows the people. He sent me always this delicious coffee. From this store, he sent me this week some beautiful kitchen towels that you're gonna be seeing Saturday. I think there were like 6 or 7 of them, Ronnie. You went over the top. Can you see if they have like a nice apron with something funny written? Since you're sending me stuff, I have enough kitchen towel. Can you see if there is a funny apron that you can send me something? Actually, I'm trying to have one with my names and logo. I don't know if you guys have an address where I can make one, or if you know where I can make one with Giada Life. So and have one that maybe you guys can buy later, and then we're all gonna be cooking with the same thing. So thank you, Ronnie, for sending me all those kitchen towels. And also Ronnie, so he sent me also a check a few days ago. So I think I got mail from you, Ronnie, 3 times this week. You sent me a check, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Ronnie said it was a good month for him, and he wanted to share his fortune with me, so I thank you for that. That's so very kind of you. You're very special, so thank you for that. It will be my grocery of food for this week, so thank you, man. And then he sent me all the kitchen towel yesterday after the live, and today I went to pick up the mail. I only opened it. He sent me maps because every time, and of course a letter and all kind of explanations. Look at Ronnie, 3 pages I have to read later. But I was wondering why the maps, and now I know why he sent me the maps, because every time I'm saying that it's from Cincinnati, but actually it's from Miamisburg. So, and he thought that I didn't know, so he sent me all the maps of where he is, where Rebecca is, and where we met. So thank you, Ronnie, for all the information. Look at here. So here is where Ronnie is. He wanted to make sure that I know that's where he is. So he's not in Cincinnati, he's in Miamisburg, which of course it's way out of Cincinnati because Cincinnati is here. So you drove all that miles to come and be with me at the concert. So thank you, Ronnie. I will, of course, study the whole paper and read the whole letters. I really picked up this mail 10 minutes before we were going live. So sorry I haven't been able to read all the thing he wrote because he wrote a book. So thank you. And thank you for your kindness every time. It means the world to me that you think of me and you keep sending me all this stuff. Thank you, Ronnie. And thank you for that coffee, which is, by the way, delicious. I don't have coffee yet today, JJ, because we were late with lunch and everything. We had a kind of one of those crazy days. But so today, you know, I cannot sing anything. But tomorrow, hopefully, tomorrow we will be able to have the intro with the music because tomorrow we are moving to YouTube. So starting tomorrow, I can have Here Comes the Sun, do-do-do-do, tomorrow, and we're gonna have Dankeschön, dear old Dankeschön at the end, and I will be able to sing a song or two. So please make sure that you are telling everybody to come to YouTube. I know many of you are doing. I see only red things of of YouTube. Angela Cacciatore, please move also. I see you are appearing from Facebook. If you want to see these videos every day, please join me on my YouTube. You have to go on youtube.com/Giada Valenti. Some people were saying, what happened? Yesterday, my friend Sylvia, she was wondering what happened. She missed a couple of lives. And so this is what happened. We cannot have music on Facebook because they don't pay the rights to the singers and the musicians. So we cannot have music over there. So I'm moving all the Giada Live to YouTube, which is it's funny. It's like the summer version of Giada Live because tomorrow is June 1st. So we're gonna start like the Today Show as the summer version. So tomorrow we're gonna start the summer version of Giada Live. And one of these days, it's not gonna be COVID-19 anymore. It's just gonna be Giada Live from home, just because we want to stay home. Why not, right? And maybe in the future, as I said, I will be able to take you really on a tour with me and appear anyway. I want to do it at least for 100 days straight without one single day off. And for that, I thank you for all of you that know how tough that is to go on and be live every day. It's not easy, but it's a joy because you guys are my circle of love and I think you guys are amazing. So I will continue to do it. I have a few things cooking, but not cooking in the kitchen, but cooking in my brain of things that I want to bring to you. And with JJ, we are trying to make things happen. Starting of which, though, next week is going to be an amazing week because I'm going to have, again, some amazing guests starting this Tuesday. Tuesday is June 2nd, which is Festa della Repubblica in Italia. It's Italian National Day in Italy and all over the world. Of course, there are at the embassy and the consulate of Italy, there are big events celebrating Italy. I don't know if this year is happening, but in the past, on June 2nd, I was always singing the Italian National Anthem somewhere. So on Tuesday, I will open with the Italian National Anthem, for sure. And then I'm going to have a special guest. I wanted to have an Italian somebody, so I decided to stay in Las Vegas. And I'm going to have appearing with me as my special guest, Enzo Febraro. Enzo Febraro, if you're not familiar with him, is a celebrity chef. There he is. And he's the chef of the Allegro restaurant at the Wynn Hotel here in Las Vegas. Of course, when I asked Enzo to be my guest on June 2nd, he said yes, and Vegas was closed by then. Now the Wynn Hotel is open, or limited capacity, and so is the restaurant. But Enzo is being so kind, and everybody at the Wynn Hotel, that they decided not to cancel the interview. Actually, Enzo and all the people from the Wynn Hotel, they will put the camera on the kitchen, and we will be able to have Enzo in the kitchen of the Wynn Hotel, of the restaurant Allegro, on Tuesday. And I don't know yet if he's gonna be cooking for us something or just talking. Enzo was born and raised in Naples, nato cresciuto a Napoli. So he has an amazing story of how he was a young kid in Naples and with a dream of being a chef. And of course, he succeeded because he's been very successful in his career. And he has a very good, nice philosophy. He's very positive. So I cannot wait to share Enzo Febraro with you on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, another amazing person I'm going to have with me, piano player exceptional and great singer Billy Stritch. If you've never heard of Billy Stritch, but Billy has been the musical director and the piano player of Liza Minnelli for more than 40 years. Actually, there was years, I read an article, there was even a rumor that they were dating each other, but everybody wanted to date Liza Minnelli. So Wednesday, we're going to be talking with Billy about, he's an incredible musician. He has a knowledge of music and the songs he performs, which is incredible. So it's going to be a very nice conversation on Wednesday. So make sure you're tuning here on youtube.com/Giada Valenti. And then on Thursday, I've never met her personally, but she was a connection of Doug Hartline, the guy that our dear friends that every day give us birthday and events. And Doug is writing a book together with her. I'm going to have Katy Garver. Katy Garver, she's a beautiful woman. Look at her. That's her. On the right is like she's now wearing red. And that was her, the little girl with a bow on her head. That was Katy when she was, of course, Sissy in the Family Affair television series. I know that, for instance, JJ said they didn't have the Family Affair series in the Netherlands, but we had it in Italy. And I remember watching the series together with my parents and my grandparents. It was in black and white. The picture that you saw is in color, but the series was in black and white. It was very nice about this family, you know, the father with no mother and his 3 kids. And Sissy was, of course, the oldest sister. And what is nice about Katy Garver, of course, she had a long career and she has done a lot of voiceover for many things. And she was actually, she started as a child. She was maybe 7 or 8 years old. We'll be talking about. She was even in the movie The 10 Commandments with Charleston Heston, which is amazing. And I found some picture actually that I will be showing on Thursday when I will be talking with Kathy. So thank you, Doug, for this connection. I'm very much looking forward to talk with Kathy. It's an amazing human being. I see Sal Fiorentino is on YouTube e la nostra storia is there. Andrea, adesso so anche il tuo nome. By the way, if you want to watch previous episode, because I see many of you appearing here for the first time, you can always go on giada.live or now, because if you are on YouTube there is a channel with all the videos, so you can find all the videos there of Giada live ever since. Richard Unger, I see you are still on Facebook. I hope you can switch to YouTube. Oh yeah, you're also there. You're going there and there. Charleston Heston, very good. LOL. Why are you laughing at that? I see Mary Gigante is there. Also, Mary, you switch it to YouTube too. Oh, thank you so much. So please, everybody of you, Carlo Arpino, grazie Carlo, ho visto che anche tu, you moved over there. And I see, is today Joyce Farnacci with us? She's watching every day from Australia, from early Australia. And I don't know if Antonio Argentieri is with us today. He's been with us also since day one. And I know many of you, what I love about is that many of you have become friends with each other. I know Doug and Antonio, and also Diane and Antonio and Doug, you guys have been friends, and you report me things. And somebody told me that actually Antonio, which I knew as an amazing pastry chef, not only he makes cake, he really makes cakes that looks like bags, like statues. He's like an artist. He like sculptures this cake. And they told me actually, Antonio, that you won a competition as a singer or something like online where you guys needed to sing things and you sang something. So thank you. So guys, I like that this relationship and friendship are born between you. So congratulations Antonio. Congratulazioni anche per aver cantato e vinto questa competizione. So if you are watching and you have no idea who I am, this is Giada Valenti from Las Vegas. That you see on the back, that's Lake Las Vegas, but I was born and raised in Italy, in the beautiful city with a gondola, Venice, Italy, and I am a singer. You know, I have to try to have more silent sign language, ASL, American Sign Language, and to do it every day for you, because I know many of you at home cannot hear. So, and I'm trying to do more of these sign languages. Sometimes I forget because I talk with my hand anyway. So I just want to say that I love you all, and we are all friends and family, and we are a circle of love. I don't know how to say circle of love, but Diane will for sure let me know. So it was nice to be here with all of you. This was Sunday, May 31st, last day of May, signing 74 days together. Please make sure all of you to move to YouTube and let all your friends, at least one of you, to 10 other friends, tell other friends to move there. So I think the number on YouTube was now 1006. Let's see if by tomorrow we can be 600 people more, because every one of you should tell 10 other friends. I see also Lisa there. So guys, it's been a pleasure. Ronnie, all of you, thank you for being with me. I will read all the message and answer to all of you. And I'm going to see you tomorrow. That's the sign for tomorrow. Here in my house, in my home in Las Vegas. Guy, I love you all, friends and family. And I'm going to see you tomorrow. And tomorrow, I will be able to sing a song for you. So guys, I love you. Ci vediamo domani, same place, same times, and have a rest of a good Sunday. A good Sunday if you're here in America, e buonanotte if it's late at night for you there. And good morning to all of you in Australia. A domani, ciao ragazzi!